What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Warhammer Fantasy. Now, first off, welcome to my humble abode. Second off, if you hear that harp playing next door, that's actually my neighbor. He does play the harp, and I hear it randomly throughout the day, so, oh well. Anyways, basically the reason why I'm doing this video is because the Warhammer YouTubers, or the 9th Age YouTubers should I put, have been putting out a challenge out there for everybody who's on YouTube to start throwing out conversion works and work on a project before Christmas, more or less. So this is a challenge that I'm up for because I'm always doing new models. So what I want to do is actually show you a couple of my Goblin character models that I've done, converted, and ones that I'm currently working on. This might not be what I put in, though. I might actually do the boar chariot that I've been planning on doing for quite some time. Also, I have up on the computer screen right here, this is I'll show you a little bit later, but these are the magic cards I'm working for my brother as well as myself. But let me show you what I brought here. First off, this guy was one of the characters I was planning on making for whoa, where am I going? There we go. I was planning on making for my 4 horsemen. Man, I'm really bad at this. There we go, in reverse. My 4 horsemen. It was a goblin hero on a tiny little pony, more or less, and I just broke it. Look at that. Anyways, on a little pony that came from the Island of Blood set, more or less, and I wanted to give him this big honking scythe. Yeah, I was doing 4 horsemen for like Blood Knights. That didn't end up panning out just because Undeath is basically not as first off, what's the chances of orcs and goblins actually pulling off a with 4 whatever, what are those called, the 4 undead tokens you get, or 5 undead tokens to get to actually pull out the Blood Knights. But there was 4 of them. One of them was actually going to be my the character that I've been using as Shredder, which is the fat orc on the dinosaur. That was going to be my like gluttony kind of character. What is that? Famine, more or less. This one wasn't Death. I think this one was Pestilence. And then there was another one. There's an orc war boy. This is War. And then there was another one which came from a Titan Forge model, and this guy was going to be, I know it's all black and you really can't see it with all this lighting, but this guy was going to be Death, more or less. So I'm probably going to use this guy still because he's such a badass little character. Look at that axe. It's like freaking awesome. You can see it off the shine of the light there. That guy's fucking awesome, man. Anyways, as for my Goblin characters, now first off, this is my internet famous Lord Chickenhead here. Okay, now Lord Chickenhead, man, I'm really bad at that. I'm not going to drop him, I swear to God. Anyways, I know there's like a lot of glare on the back there. There you go, look at that focus. Lord Chickenhead was one of my earlier models that I actually made. I haven't even really touched up the paint or anything like that. He's kind of just been standstill for how he was the day I made him. But he was one of the characters. I was actually just making him as a champion for like Goblin Wolf Riders, and then I eventually made him a hero, and then I took him to Adepticon for the first time as a hero model, and people loved it. I thought it was like, you know, he got a lot of fame through that already, but the reason why I upgraded him to a Lord was because he kept dying as a hero. So when I ended up making him a Lord, that's when he really like jumped a different level, where he's a great like war machine hunter, kills small units and stuff like that. So this is a guy that I used for Gatilla the Hunter for quite some time. When I did Gatilla the Hunter, let's see if I could focus in on him really quick. And I did the skull from the, what is this from? From the starter set, like the battalion box that they give for orcs and goblins. This trophy rack is actually Queek the Head Taker's trophy rack. As for Chickenhead's trophy rack, because I like doing the trophy racks on cavalry models, this one's from, it's like a boar set. Or it's actually a special character from the boars. Man, I can't think of his name. But it's like a, yeah, it's a boar special shaman character. And Yeah, I actually had to find a second one for my new project. But anyways, the Goblin on top, that's actually just a regular Goblin wolf rider, and this is actually just a regular Goblin wolf. I mean, this is a very simple conversion. I just kind of cut the base of the wolf and move him up, so it's like he's leaping off the base, more or less. But yeah, this guy just green stuffed some white pelt on there. Or, yeah, green stuff the pelt, more or less, because Gatilla's supposed to have this big stinky pelt that gave him a good armor save, but it really didn't do much. This one, this one made me laugh the whole time I was making it. This is my Goblin Shaman. It was my undead Goblin Shaman on a wolf. I made this one for Blood in the Sun specifically, but as you can see, I took the head from a zombie dragon. And I took the neck from the zombie dragon, that's like where the tail work comes in. And man, I'm going to just turn this off for now. I think that's what's causing the glare. There we go. Much better. But the webbing is from the Arachnarok Shrine. The head is a Blight King head. As soon as I saw the Blight Kings, I loved all the head models that they had. So I ended up buying like a whole thing off of eBay for like 10 heads or something like that. So I got a bunch of heads. The body's just from a normal Goblin Wolf Rider. And yeah, and then this is from this guy right here is from Island of Blood set Goblin Shaman. Chain I got from like a jewelry store, more or less. That's like hanging off all my cavalry models. But yeah, that's my Goblin Shaman. So with Ninth Age has kind of came up with a new scenario for me, which is taking characters on Scuddler spiders, basically so they could scout. So one of my thought processes is, if you have a Goblin Shaman in a unit of Goblin Raiders with a character in that unit of Raiders, they're going to be able to scout and come off the side. And most of the one of the most important spells for Goblins is Sneaky Stabbing, or Sneaky what is it calling? Slicing now? Sneaky Slicing. And that spell allows you to get basically extra bonuses from attacking on the side or flank. Well, the thing is, if you could get the Goblin Shaman in that unit, they're already going to be on the flank or the rear for most of the charges they're going to do, which hasn't really proved to work in my favor in any of my videos that I just did right now. I'm going back to try it, but I think I need a little higher point cap for that to try that again. But so I started making some Goblin characters on Spider Riders. So this is my new Goblin Shaman here, and it's basically a Nobbler body, Blight King head, and then a Goblin, or a Spider, more or less. The one thing I didn't like how this guy came out is that he's like looking down, so I want to find a way to prop him up more. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay. Now, sorry, this light's really bright too. Let's just move that like out of the way there. There we go. Alright, and then finally, this is the one I've been currently working on, which is Lord Chickenhead on a spider. So, what I'm doing here is, this is, as you can see, it's the same demigryph head. I do have the colors reversed a little bit though. I have the yellow on the wrong side. But, if I just turn that light off for now. Alright. But, as you can see, I got the same shrine going on back here. I added a little flame going on here. I also had the spear. But the middle spike was broken, so I had to figure out what to do with the middle spike. I ended up adding the lion head there. And honestly, the Dice Dojo it's the store that I go to for all the hobby supplies, or all the Warhammer figures and stuff. They sell like a whole box of bits, so I literally rummage through that bits box all the time. I had to build a little like mount for him to go on, and then obviously I added these like chains going down here. But basically, this is one of my conversions. I was really contemplating what color to make the spider for Chickenhead, because Chickenhead's actually a very near and dear character for me. He's such a asshole to most people that he plays against. But as for Chickenhead himself, there you go. He has a flaming lance. So I had to take a lance off of... I actually went to Games Day in 2013, and at Games Day... Where am I going? Right there. We both go this way. There we go. At Games Day, he was they made you build a Pegasus Knight, and with the Pegasus Knight, they let you keep it. So I kept it, I have it. I don't even play Bretonnians, so I cut off the lance, and there you go. That's Chickenhead's lance. Chickenhead's shield, found it in the bits bin. Nice demon shield. And then that is the same exact Chickenhead head. The body and everything is actually from the gigantic spider goblin. So yeah, there you go. So that's it for right now. That's my mounted goblin characters. I know one of my YouTubers mentioned I should probably start putting up videos with my converted models, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that from now on. Just every so often, throw up a couple videos for the converted models. Anyways, as for the Christmas challenge, I'm still waiting to see exactly what they're gonna say the parameters are, because I have some things in the works that I haven't even really done. I mean, if I could probably show you right here, I have get off. I have like literally hundreds of models that are just sitting there in a clear box that doesn't work. But anyways, I have hundreds of models sitting there that I just haven't even touched yet. They're just primered and waiting for a day to actually go out there. I know this is like horrible cameraman work here. But yeah, that's a picture of Lou Ferrigno there. Yeah, anyways, that's about it, guys. If you guys have any feedback, just leave some feedback. If you haven't hit like and subscribe, hit like and subscribe. And if you don't like it, don't like it. Alright, guys, take care. Peace.